Hi, my name's Connor Bays, and today I'm going to show you how to enroll in your Commonwealth plan. The whole process is fully digital and takes about 15 minutes from start to finish. And by the end, you're going to have a personalized, automated retirement plan that's going to help you save more and retire happy. To start the enrollment process, you're going to first click on the unique enrollment link that has been sent to your email address provided by your employer. Once you click on that link, you're going to enter a few personal details like name, age, date of birth, and then you're going to land on the first step of the enrollment process, which is around setting a target retirement income. So the first question that we're going to help you answer is, how much money are you going to need when you finish full-time work when you retire? What we're going to do is take your age, we're going to take a retirement date, which you can set or play around with, and we're going to ask you to enter your income. For most people, this is your salary. What we're going to do with this information is help you calculate a target retirement income. So what we do in the background is apply assumptions and math to help you calculate what is the monthly income you're going to need when you finish full-time work to maintain your standard of living. So in the case of this person enrolling here, this 34-year-old planning to retire at age 65, earning $70,000 a year, this is calculating that they're going to need about $4,100 per month when they retire. The next step is we want to account for how far along your savings journey you are today. So we're going to ask you for any existing retirement savings you've accumulated so far. It's totally okay if you don't put anything here. If this number is 0 for you, that's no problem. Just enter what you have, and we're going to build that into your plan. What you'll see is if we come back to this projected retirement income chart, so what we do here is help you turn that savings you've accumulated already, those $40,000, into a number of what you can expect each month in retirement based on those savings. So what this is showing me, for example, is if I have $20,000 in an RRSP and $20,000 in a TFSA saved outside of my Commonwealth plan, I can expect to get about $330 each month from those savings when I start drawing them down in retirement. The next step is a very important one, and that's taking into account what I expect to receive from government benefits. The 3 key government benefits programs that most people are going to be thinking about are Old Age Security, or OAS, the Guaranteed Income Supplement for more modest earners, and Canada Pension Plan. So we're going to help provide you with an estimate of what you can expect to receive from these programs. I can see here that I'm looking at about $610 from OAS and GIS. And for Canada Pension Plan, I'm expecting about $1,580 per month. Coming back to this projected retirement income chart, you're going to see that we're going to add in this dark blue portion, which is what I expect to receive from government benefits. And so I can now see that in addition to the $330 that's going to come from my existing savings, I now have $2,200 coming from government benefits. And I can see that I still have a little bit of a current gap. This is saving in this light gray portion I'm going to need to do going forward to make sure I meet my target and get to this $4,100 each month. The way that you're going to fill that gap is to contribute to your Commonwealth plan. This is around that save step. Typically, your employer is going to be providing a match to help encourage you to save and contribute towards your retirement security. So in this case, for me, my employer is doing that 5% match. If I contribute $1, they're going to put in $1, and they'll do that up to $145 per paycheck. If I want to, I can always choose a different contribution amount and select something that's higher or lower than the match my employer is offering. In this case, I just want to maximize that match, so I'm going to select this option and choose this 5% of salary option here. If I click through to the next step here, we're going to break down for you what those contributions look like. So I can see here that my contribution, again, it's 5% of my salary I've chosen. That's going to equal about $145 each month. That's coming from me and from the top of my paycheck. And my employer is going to match that dollar for dollar and kick in an additional $145 of matching contributions for a total savings amount of $290 every paycheck. We're also going to help you make decisions around how to optimize your taxes and government benefits using those contributions. And the key element here is helping you take advantage of the 2 tax advantage savings account types that are part of your Commonwealth plan, which is the tax-free savings account, or TFSA, and registered retirement savings plan, or RRSP. The TFSA is very powerful for more modest earners. It's also more flexible. The RSP is a little better for people on a higher income. So you're going to see that for me, based on my income and other factors that I've entered, we're recommending that I have all of my $290 per paycheck go to my RRSP. You can also always change this and pick a different allocation. I'm now going to see on my projected retirement income chart here that I am going to get an additional $1,180 per month that I'm going to expect to come from my Commonwealth plan, building on top of my existing savings and what I expect from government benefits. I now have a much clearer idea of where my retirement income is going to come from, and am I on track to meet my target. Now I can see here that I'm just about all the way to the top here in terms of meeting my target. I still have a little bit of a gap, but I'm going to show you in a second how you can add additional funds to your Commonwealth plan to make sure you close that entirely and reach the target you need to get to. The last key step in setting up your plan is your investment program. Commonwealth has partnered with BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with about $8 trillion under management. The specific funds available to you in your Commonwealth plan are called target date funds. How these funds work are they're recommended for you based on the year you plan to retire. So you can see here that this 34-year-old retiring at age 65 has been suggested the 2050 BlackRock fund. What happens inside these funds is, firstly, BlackRock invests your contributions in a highly diversified mixture of stocks, bonds, real estate, and infrastructure. The second key thing that your target date fund is going to do for you is help you take the right amount of risk as you age. So what this means in practice is that when you're younger, you want a much higher mixture of stocks in your investment portfolio. Conversely, as you start to approach retirement and get closer to actually withdrawing your funds and using them to pay for your lifestyle in retirement, you want to be taking much less risk with your investments. And what this means in practice is shifting away from stocks and towards safer asset classes like bonds. Every year that your money is invested in your target date fund, BlackRock is going to automatically adjust that mixture of investments so that you gradually shift away from stocks and towards bonds, so that by the time you reach retirement, your asset mixture is taking that right amount of risk and making sure your money is there for you when you start using it. So if I'm okay with the fund selected here, the 2050 fund in my case, I'm going to hit save and continue. The last couple steps here are around confirming my plan. We're going to ask you to acknowledge that you have sufficient contribution room to make these contributions to your RSP and TFSA. I'll see my plan summarized here and my investment fund, that 2050 LifePath fund I've selected. And then finally, you'll see the terms and conditions page, which you'll have to acknowledge before you can finish enrollment. Once I do that, you'll see that I have completed enrollment. You'll see this congratulations message, and you have the option to go now and visit your member dashboard. This is something you can always come back to if you want to update, add, or change any elements of your plan. You'll see all the key elements here summarized in terms of the contributions you're making, what's coming off your paycheck each month, how you're tracking towards your plan. And I'm going to show you a couple of other exciting features that are really helpful and many members choose to take advantage of from the member dashboard. The first is how to transfer in or add more funds to your Commonwealth plan. So Commonwealth is a very flexible arrangement. And one of the nice things about that flexibility is it enables you to transfer in or move any other money you have outside of the Commonwealth plan into the plan, take advantage of the lower fee, take advantage of the investment program and all the other great elements of your plan. A lot of members might have TFSA or RRSP savings sitting in another institution like their bank. If you want to choose to transfer those into your Commonwealth plan, you would do that by clicking this Add More Funds button and then selecting the Move a TFSA or RSP option from another institution. This is about a 4-click process. It's very simple, very easy to get that in motion, and helps you consolidate, again, all your funds in one plan if you want to, take advantage of the features, the lower fee, the power of having this group plan through your workplace. You can also always make a one-time contribution to your TFSA or RSP, or both, inside your plan. So those are the key steps to setting up your Commonwealth plan. Thank you very much for watching today. If you ever have questions about your Commonwealth plan or need help with anything related to your program, don't hesitate to get in touch through the website, through the portal. There's a number of different ways to reach an expert to help you, and happy saving.